Hi, thank you and welcome to my channel. This is actually just a quick little series that I plan on doing to address what each sign needs in order to feel love. So this is going along with maybe the certain love languages. I'm not going to get specifics into what the titles of love languages are, but this is just from my perspective as a person who's had interactions with these types of individuals, or even just through understanding of astrological behavior patterns, what my assessment is as to what this individual may need in order to feel as if they are loved. So, thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope that this message resonates for all that listen. And I appreciate for your likes, for your shares, and if that you haven't already subscribed, please do so now and click the bell icon so that you can get notification for all the different types of videos that I have to offer. My channel is changing, so I do intend on being able to offer some zodiac tips as well as um, understanding of yourself in a broader sense of what I've been doing in terms of tarot cards. So hopefully this finds you in good spirits and you enjoy every bit of the journey that I'm taking you on. All right, so we're moving on to Cancer. With Cancers, they are known as like really deeply emotional beings, but you will never really know that, right? Because they really have like this tough external presence where you might not think that they even give a shit about you, but they really do care. Like Cancers really have this funny way of projecting this I don't really want to talk to you. I don't really want to be bothered by it. And that's because they have like this shell of a nature where they kind of want to be a hermit at times and they want to like go within themselves. So someone who can really draw them out of themselves will really fit well, and that really helps them express their love for themselves, will help a person that's a Cancer feel more in love. Someone who can really just, yeah, make them dream, make them feel bigger than what they are, even bigger than what they think that they are, because really they are far, they have so much potential. It's ridiculous. If they just have to see it. And I think that they work well when they have someone who can make sure that they are reminded of how well that they are in so many different things, and a person who can just kind of like, help them to be adventurous and try new things, because Cancers, they're really like routine, and they really have like this things that, this home life down pat, and they really, really enjoy um, being with family, in their inner circle that they develop within, you know, people who they have grown up with, or people who they are really, really close to, probably by circumstance, not necessarily by them being outgoing or ambitious to make new friends. Because a lot of times Cancers, they aren't really that extroverted, so they are have a hard time meeting new people. Um, that are genuine, because they can really fish people out really quickly. And if they can sniff any bit of fakeness in a person, they'll just throw them in the trash really quickly. They really, really want to bother with them beyond just the high and by. So they really don't give a person enough time to get to know them beyond their mask. So you really have to really, really, really come very authentic with a Cancerian in order for them to really be open to love with you. And you have to be willing to let them, crawl out of their shell with you bit by bit. They're not going to always be so, I'm here, I am, here are my emotions, I'm out there on a limb. Probably because they've always been this way. It could be due to relationships that's even making them more closed off and guarded, but that guarded perspective is their defense mechanism for their emotions, because they're very, very hypersensitive in them. They love very deeply. That love is so strong. They'll die for it. They'll kill for it. They'll, it's that passionate. when it's in an imbalance, it can be very angry, it can be very jealous and things like that. But when it's very passionate and very directed, in a righteous way, it's that love that's undying. It's faithful. It's loyal. It's persevering. It's the love that would stand any test of time. And that's the person that you would want to have on your team. They're that your number one cheerleader. They will be that for you, but they really do need that back in relationships. They need someone that can see everything about them and never see it as a flaw, and see all that they are, and keep building them up, and just showing them all kinds of love, you know, with just the things that they kind of introduce them to, and motivate them to stay involved in once they see that their passions are sparked. So they really need like a person who's proactive in self development, because once a Cancerian starts to get on their own self development kick, they're gonna need someone that's not gonna hold them back. That's gonna, by being lazy and toxic, because they're gonna be ready to cut that person off with the quickness once they start to self develop. So you better be making sure that you are in some form, shape, or fashion thinking about always being on the rise and progressing yourself and being the best that you can be. Even though, I can't, they're very judgmental people, so they'll tell you you're not being the best that you can be, but it's coming from a place because they want to see you reach your full potential according to what they feel that their expectations of you are based on what you've shown them and their observations. Because they're not trying to make us judgments, just because they feel like they're better than you. They're making judgments because they say that I see that you have the potential to be the best writer ever. I know that you can write, but you only write bullshit on Facebook, or you don't do what you're supposed to do. And they might chastise you in a way where it makes you see that, man, I need to get back on my stuff and be on my full potential. That's that kind of partnership that they will provide for you, but they'll do it in a way where it just kind of like puts you in your place and gets you motivated in a stern way, in a motherly way, in a nurturing way. And for those of you who need that motherly type love, nurturing type love, but one that will keep things in order for you because maybe you need some help keeping it in order. Cancers are really good at helping out with that, but they don't like lazy people either. So you have to be able to carry your weight, okay? Because they will drop you in a hot minute if you are making them bear all the burdens of everything in the relationship. They need someone to be interdependent with. Codependency is never going to fly with a Cancer. And that is all that I have for you guys at this time. So hopefully this message resonated and reached you in good spirits. And I wish you all well. Until next time, you take care. Namaste.